During the early 1900s, the automobile world was crumbling. At the same time, the world was moving on gas-powered steam engines. A combination of all these events created the man behind the famous brand Walter Bentley. Welcome to our channel, where we dive into past of the tragic story of Bentley. But before you start this video, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell button to never miss any of our videos. So let's get started. Walter was born on the 16th of September 1888 in Hampstead, London. As the son of a wealthy family, Walter was privately educated at Clifton College in Bristol. Growing up, he had some motivational thoughts to create the finest and most efficient car in its class. As a result, Walter's father registered him as an apprentice in a small company, in addition to teaching Walter on how to design complex railway machinery. The premium 5-year internship with Great Northern, which cost his father £75, also gave him practical experience with technical procedures to cast, manufacture, and build it. At the completion of his training, he gained footplate experience as a second fireman on major express trains, which put him one step closer to attaining his childhood dream of operating one of the Great Northern's Atlantic Express locomotives. In 1910, as he finished his apprenticeship, he felt that the railways did not provide him with enough opportunity for a fulfilling career. In 1912, he joined his brother Horace Bentley in a company called Bentley & Bentley, which sold French DFP cars. While he was there, Walter had a brilliant idea: that aluminum may be used in place of cast iron to manufacture lighter pistons after spawning an aluminum paperweight. After Walter began working for the National Motor Cab Company, among his many responsibilities, there included managing the maintenance of 250 units in the fleet. He was fascinated by the cab driver's inventiveness and manipulating the meters. Bentley, who had been appointed to the Royal Naval Air Service, was dispatched to the manufacturers to share knowledge on the experience he had obtaining by changing the engines of the DFP cars he had sold in Britain. Walter's influence became so apparent that he received an order from the British Empire. The Royal Commission on Awards to Inventors also granted him £8,000, providing him with the funding he needed to launch his own automaker. Bentley was given a team to create his own aero engine at the Humber factory in Coventry by the Navy. When the clerkship licenses failed to follow through on Bentley's more significant recommendations, then the Bentley Rotary 1 engine powered the majority of Sopwith camels, Britain's most effective weapon of the First World War. Walter continued to work on the Bentley Rotary 2 and visited operational squadrons as he oversaw its creation later on. A man named Manfred von Richthofen, also known as Red Baron, launched a strafing attack at aerodrome. Fortunately for the future of automobiles, Walter and the officer made it out by diving into a canal. After the war in 1919, the brothers established Bentley Motors Limited with the intention of producing high-performance sporting cars. Their first 3-liter 4-cylinder road racing Exp-1 and Exp-2 became mainstream at Brooklands, then gained recognition at the 1922 Indianapolis 500, a Bentley 3-liter 1 at Le Mans in 1924. Walter Bentley and F. Gordon Crosby created a winged B logo that both allude to his fighter plane engine design from World War I and representing Walter's desire to push the limits of performance. In the 1930s, when Bentley was owned by Rolls-Royce, Bentley Motor Vehicle nonetheless connected with Rolls-Royce because of the two brands' shared history of extreme elegance and engineering prowess. However, Bentley's history precedes its association with what is perhaps the greatest name in automobiles, and early Bentleys were renowned more for speed and endurance than for refined grandeur up until the 90s. The car remained the same until a redesign of the logo brought back the asymmetrical appearance in the homage to Crosby. And out of respect for the history of the car's logo, the recognizable flying bee bonnet mascots have also changed significantly over time. In October 1919, Walter Bentley presented his first automobile chassis, along with a mock-up engine, at the London Motor Show for Royal Flying Corps officer Clive Gallop. He later created a 4-valve per-cylinder engine for the vehicle Bentley, earning a devoted award from the ranks of the wealthy young British motorheads of the day. He was boosted by success on the racetrack and with a strong increasing reputation for dependable automobiles. These Bentley boys included handsome former fighter pilots, various other war heroes, and racing enthusiasts. They were all professional gamblers, stock trades, and party animals who had been forged in the crucible of war. They were just the kind of people required to propel the Bentley name into the archives of success, and they succeeded in doing so. Soon enough, Bentley Motors grew to become a million-dollar company. In 1929, the market for pricey touring race vehicles was severely damaged by the stock market crash and the high depression that followed it. Despite substantial financial flows from Captain Wolf Barnado, the Kimberley Diamond Fortune Hare from South Africa. 1931, following a covert acquisition by Rolls-Royce, which saw Bentley as its most significant rival. The Bentley's Marcus vehicles that posed the most danger to its own were quickly put out of production until the ink was dry, and Barnado assumed a place on the Rolls-Royce board. The Bentley brothers were kept in the dark about their new owner when the contract expired in 1935. Walter himself left the company and joined Lagonda. From 1931 onwards, Bentley badged vehicles shared chassis and engines with their roller rivals. Its most formidable adversary now owned Bentley Motors, a name that the brothers themselves had strangely never copyrighted. The smaller company's groundbreaking technology, which included significant proficiency in the field of supercharges, was acquired by Rolls under the new organizational setup, while the Bentleys continued to compete in racing. Later on through the World War II and beyond this would immensely aid Rolls-Royce in producing highly successful aircraft engines. In 1980, the car division was separated into its own company and sold to the Vickers Weapons Group. Bentley received a new lease and the opportunity to revive its flagging sales by reinventing itself as a performance brand under the new owners. The 6.7-liter 537 horsepower turbocharged V8 in the 1982 Wilson restored the brand's reputation, with Volkswagen purchasing the company in 1988. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share our video.